Tonight I'm proposing $1.2 billion in research funding so that America can lead the world in developing clean, hydrogen-powered automobiles.
We will not just dream about the hydrogen fueling stations. We will not just dream about the hydrogen cars. We will build it. I'm going to encourage the building of a hydrogen highway to take us to the environmental future.
The United Scams of America, Part Trois. How's it going, folks? It's Monday, the 14th of July, 2008. I pray that all of you are doing really, really well. You know the deal by now. The United Scams of America conducts and compiles tight research and shares our findings with out-of-the-box, forward-thinking, cutting-edge minds like yours. With that said, let's go. In this third installment of the United Scams of America, you'll be stepping up your game by learning of automobiles that don't require any fuel. That's right, I said it. Any fuel. No solar, electric, hydrogen, ethanol, methanol, CNG, hybrid technology, or that stinking expensive, high-polluting, bank-breaking oil/gasoline/diesel. In addition, you'll learn of a free-of-charge 1.5-hour must-see movie entitled Who Killed the Electric Car? Sounds a little mundane, huh? But let me tell you, this movie is way better than the title suggests. Look for its link and others in the credits at the end of this episode. Just pause the reel and jot down the URLs of the links. Alright, the first item we'll examine today are those peculiar looking autos you see popping up on your screen. Brace yourself for this one, folks. Those autos are propelled by, get this, compressed air. That's right, folks, compressed air. No fuel source at all, just compressed air. These intriguing money-saving vehicles are brought to you courtesy of Moteur Development International. MDI is a small family-controlled company located in Carros near Nice in the south of France, operated by former Formula One Top Gun Guy and his son Cyril Negre. Moteur Development International is poised to open up a can of whoop-ass. I'm sure many oil-connected mafiosi are pissed that this company MDI even exists, and just as pissed that the United Scams of America is telling the masses about MDI. How do you get one? How do you get your hands on a vehicle that requires no fuel? Well, there's a company by the name of Zero Pollution Motors out of New York. They'll begin taking reservations in mid-2009 for U.S. deliveries of Moteur Development International's compressed air vehicles in 2010. So let's take a look at that again. ZPM will be taking orders for MDI. Got it? Alright, don't worry. Not to worry. The URL links will appear in the credits at the end. Just pause it and write them down. Moteur Development International recently struck a licensing deal with India's automotive giant, Tata. Tata also owns Jaguar and Land Rover. It's poised to be the automotive and industrial force to be reckoned with, like a bunch of companies we won't even mention right now. But watch out for Tata. They're about to make some moves. In a nutshell, the principal aim for this episode is to provide you with the most up-to-date modern scam in the U.S. Not only did all the U.S. auto manufacturers have the access and the ability to partner up with Moteur Development International for the past 10 years, MDI has actively been seeking licensing partners and investors. I mean, for goodness sake, they were at the 2008 New York Auto Show, and probably many others for many years that, we here at the United Scams aren't even aware of. But that's just like the United Scams of America. To keep it virtually, to keep a virtually free to operate automobile away from his citizens, I mean, tell me that's not freaking par for the course. You know what I'm saying? I'm disgusted with the United scams, and you should be as well. I mean, last week we learned of over 20 European cars that got between 50 and 70 miles per gallon. Now this, a European car that doesn't require any fuel at all? I mean, give us a break. You know, I don't even know where to go from here, folks. I mean, obviously, we here at United Scams are huge auto enthusiasts. I mean, after all, that's where we target and uncover all of our scam findings. You know, after we published our latest findings in this third video that you're watching right now, how can we top that? How can we top a car that requires no fuel at all? It looks to us that we can't serve you any better or any further for that matter. Oh my goodness, man. You know, I'm going to leave you with one non-related caveat, okay? G-Dub, okay? George W. Bush. When you're wrong, dude, just say you're wrong. Cut your losses and move the heck on, you know? Thanks, George Bush, for misappropriating tens of billions of our weak U.S. dollar on stupid Mars explorations and other NASA nonsense. The war in Iraq, that's not even a freaking war, killing all of our troops and civilians. For goodness sake, 15 of the 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, 2 from the UAE, 1 from Egypt, and 1 from Lebanon. Not one, I repeat, not one individual was from Iraq. I mean, that's a damn shame. But everybody and their mama knows that Bushy would never, ever, ever attack Saudi Arabia. Heck no. Oh, hell to the no. That's where his brother, Prince Bandar bin Sultan bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, is from. You know, Bandar Bush, Saudi ambassador to the United States from 1983 to 2005, is one of the guys that is responsible for a great deal of Bushy's loot. Bushy, like a good dog, isn't going to bite the hand that feeds him. No freaking way Bushy will attack the country that yielded 79% of the terrorists. No, that doesn't appear to be logical. What was logical for Bushy and all of his flunkies and all of his loyal supporters was to attack a country with 0 involvement and 0 WMDs. You rock, Bush! You rock, dude! I mean, then you involve other NATO countries like England and Spain, and look what happened to them. I mean, come on, Bushy. How can you sleep at night, Bushy? How? They don't even have words for people like you, Bushy. You know why? Because no one ever had to conjure up such a term, because no one in the history of, let's do that again, no one in modern history has ever screwed up more than 304 million people in such a short time span. Oh, man. Let's take a little break, and now a word from one of our sponsors. Bushy, let's be honest, if you weren't so damn well connected, who would have hired you for anything? You probably would have been loading hay and feed in the back of some of your fellow Texans' pickup trucks. Bushy, you're an embarrassment to most Americans. Thank you. Denny's wouldn't have even hired you, Bushy. Let's keep it greasy, man. Let's keep it real. You can't even put a coherent sentence together with your fake-ass, sincerity-lacking speeches. Can't blame you, though, Bushy. This is not the first time, nor the last time, that some father helps out his dumb-ass kid. The United Scams of America. And we're out.
Tonight I'm proposing $1.2 billion in research funding so that America can lead the world in developing clean, hydrogen-powered automobiles.
We will not just dream about the hydrogen fueling stations. We will not just dream about the hydrogen cars. We will build it. I'm going to encourage the building of a hydrogen highway to take us to the environmental future.